deal with him. And the requisition's really pouring in now, so that's where I have to start cashing in and get some troops, because he's probably not far away from tier 3, to be honest, and I'm going to need to defend against these berserkers pretty quickly. Dark Reapers having to run and shoot like that's not very effective, so just pulling them out of there. Harlequin's managed to just jump straight into the action, so that's good. Really floating up pretty high now, so I'm going to go to tier 3, because I get the feeling that if he keeps messing around by reinforcing a lot of berserkers, if I can get to tier 3 I should be able to match anything that he's got, and that's going to be the short-term, well, the long-term plan. Also going to go for the Thermoplasma Generator, because, man, that would be awesome. I can just pump out Wraith Lords and stuff. So yeah, going a bit nuts with the spending, getting the Warp Spiders as well, because they're more of a priority. So here's the first Warp Spider squad on the way. And just fending off the berserkers again, so things going fine in the midfield. But oh crap, he's at tier 3, so this is where things start to go wrong. Having to face off against a squad of possessed, and probably obliterators on the way. Just looking at this game in hindsight, I probably should have cancelled that Thermoplasma Generator and really spent it on defenses and anything else that I could have got. First Warp Squad's arrived, going to build a second squad, start reinforcing it, overwatching both buttons there. And yeah, here he comes with this Possessed squad. I'm just going to get rid of the Warp Squaders here, teleport away so they can stay shooting. And the Berserker's very, very tough unit. Ouch, Dark Reaper squad getting absolutely obliterated, well, not obliterated by obliterators as such, but really in trouble here. Getting the Warp Spiders, it didn't really teleport them to a very great position there, because they can just get attacked by the Berserkers, so that wasn't smart there by me. Got a squad of Warp Spiders, sorry, Guardians at the 6 o'clock, which I can move back. And at this point, really just trying to kill as many guys as I can with the Warp Spiders before running away with them. But he's really got me where he wants me. He's got me without... I've used up a lot of teleports. Getting the global bonus to requisition, because my power is just incoming really highly now. I've got over 600 power and I've got plus 133 to power, so I've got a power surplus. But now I'm a little bit short on requisition. I've got a massive economy, but I'm having to reinforce so quickly because things are dying so quickly. So that's a pain. And wow, those possessed just do so much damage. They're really great with their fire. And I get the feeling that he's really invested a lot to get up to tier 3. So what I'm going to try and do is go some vehicles as well. Just force him to spend some time building those demons, and just keeping my troops away from my base so I can eventually teleport back into base and so forth and recover. So I've got the Warp Spiders out of trouble. I've got a Falcon here to try and defend, and the Dark Reapers are just running for their lives with Fleet of Foot on, hopefully. And now it's just going to be a matter of waiting for tier 3 to kick in and trying to defend here. It's going to be tough though. At least I'll have a Falcon, that'll help. I want to upgrade that with the Star Cannon. That's a lot more useful against his troops. And I just noticed a deep strike there, so maybe he's preemptively brought in a squad of horrors. But no, it happens to be the obliterators, even more dangerous than the horrors. So that's going to start trashing me in a second. Luckily, I should be at tier 3 as well. And yeah, I want to keep spamming Warp Spiders if I can, but more importantly, get the Warp Spiders I do have out of combat. And luckily, the Seer Council have turned up just next to the Obliterators, so I can keep the Obliterators from shooting by attacking them with close combat with the Seer Council. That's going to be very effective, so good timing there by the Seer Council, showing up just as I needed them. Really waiting for the Warp Spider jumps to kick in, because they're just getting hammered in close combat. Terrible position for me to be in, but if I can just keep running away, things are going to be alright. This single Warp Spider's managed to defy death by teleporting out, so that's fine. Man, I've just got so much power. I've got like 1500 power. I didn't think of it at the time, but I really need to be building Wraith Lords, because they would survive so much better in combat. And I can really afford the power for them. I can afford like 10 Wraith Lords with the amount of power I've got. Well, not quite that many, but you guys get the picture. Seer Council getting hammered as well, but at least they're keeping the Obliterators out of combat for now. I'm just really banking on the fact that I've probably got a bigger economy than he has. I'm hoping so. He could potentially have invested a lot in the economy as well. But for now, it's just a matter of desperately staying out of combat. The Seer Council down to a single member. They're trying to reinforce back to 2 guys. If I lose that Seer Council, it's going to be a problem, because the Obliterators are going to start shooting at me again while standing still. Lost the Falcon. Seer Council are still alive somehow, just managing to, every time they're near death, a new member arrives. So things are right for now. And back to 2 Seer Council, so things going a lot better. These War Spiders finally teleporting out, managing to get back in it. Back into shooting it. Oh my god, left the whole squad of Warp Spiders out there doing nothing, so teleporting them back in to try and do some damage. That's really going to help since I've Overwatched to about 6 to 8 guys. And things looking up. I managed to kill a lot of obliterators. And keeping the Warp Spiders out of action is a great idea. I've got a couple of squads available to start shooting now, so things looking up. He's losing a lot of members now, and I've killed the obliterators, so that's perfect. He's still got a few possessed and a few berserkers over in the corner there, but now the Warp Spiders can start chewing through them because they're unengaged. And the Seer Council can pull out to try and save that one member. And now it's a matter of, after the Seer Council revives itself with a second member, you can just chuck the Seer Council back into combat, remove the Warp Spiders, and everything's fine. So really happy I defended that. Took a lot of work, just charging out of the way. He's got some horrors there, but a bit too late now. Horrors are going to be no problem with me. All these Warp Spiders just chewing them up and absolutely trashing them. So at this point, things looking up. I'm in tier 3. I've got a huge amount of power, like 2,500 power nearly, and I've got a plus 158 requisition, so things are just trucking along. I don't think I can lose the game from this point now, unless he's got like a whole lot more of what he just threw away, as well as a Demon Prince and vehicles of his own. That's the only situation under which I'm going to be given a run for my money now. So that's Eldar versus Chaos for you. If you can survive that desperate push to tier 3 with the backing of the Berserkers, with a little bit of help from your Harlequins, then there comes no problem to win. And my rather risky early investment of tier 3 has seemed to have paid off. I'm just going to check over here because I'm scared that he's also got a thermoplasmic generator and is floating in power and is just going to spam vehicles on me like crazy. He hasn't got one though, so that really confirms my fears that it was just like a desperate last push before he lost. And yeah, just upgrading more listening posts just to overkill it a bit. Want to go for a few support platforms at this point. Both Shuriken and Bright Lances are good because I think Shuriken slows down their possessed squad and their berserkers and stuff like that, and the Bright Lances drop everybody's armor down, so that's fantastic. And now it's steamrolling time. So unless he's got anything really powerful, it should be fine. I'm just upgrading haywire grenades. They're fantastic. You can use them against buildings and vehicles. Since I don't have any fire dragons right now, I'm going to obviously use the Warp Spiders to kill any tanks that he produces, or defilers or anything like that. Just making one Shuriken platform, and then I'm going to go for Bright Lines. But here's the Demon Prince charging straight into Miami, bringing some more obliterators out, and here's the Possessed as well, so he's obviously got a bit of an economy there. But I'm much better prepared this time. I've got tons of troops, and immediately teleporting the Warp Spiders out of combat, trashing the obliterators straight away. So unfortunately for him, he didn't reinforce them before heading back to the Demon Pit, and trying to keep his what do you call this? His Possessed tied up with the Seer Council and kill them off. And just keep sniping and focusing the Demon Prince and eventually withering it down. So yeah, you've got the Possessed being totally annihilated there. The tank also helped that I had the Shuriken gun platform because it slowed them down. Not that it made too much of a difference, they would have died anyway. And now it's just a matter of getting the Seer Council to tank against the Demon Prince. Got some Bright Lances on the way, by the way. On the way, by the way. And things looking good. Things looking really good for the Eldar. Decapturing opponent at 9 o'clock. Just going to charge in and start hammering now. Really should have gone for vehicles ages ago. Building some, whatchamacallits, fire dragons just so I can harass his listing post on the other side of the map. Ideally, what I should have done is I should have got a single squad of Warp Spiders earlier on and gone to use that to attack his base while he was just hammering me with all of his close combat troops earlier on, so that would have been cool. Demon Prince, very tough, only down to half health, but this is G for my opponent, typing GG back just to be a good sport. And yeah, good stuff. Quite enjoyed this game. I really played my heart out in some of it. I didn't play well through certain sections of the game, as I'm sure you guys can appreciate. One little comment about people giving me feedback on first-person videos. Just make sure it's constructive. Don't bother just telling me what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. There's not really much point to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this type of commentary, but I mean, I don't have to be doing this type of commentary. I've got a lot on my plate at the moment, but yeah, if you guys do enjoy watching the first-person perspective stuff, that's fantastic. I'm glad you do. I have had a lot of fun making it. I think I've got a game coming up with me playing as Space Marines, which will be cool, a bit of a change. Space Marines aren't really overpowered like Eldar are, so that'll be kind of a little bit more legitimate, so to speak. And really, being a bit silly with my fire dragons here, kind of wasting them away. I think they were being gunned down by invisible Space Marines with plasma guns, mind you. So it's a matter of bringing the Seer Council in range to spot them and then attacking them with the Warp Spiders to get rid of these guys. Shouldn't be much of a problem. Just teleporting after them to flatten them. Heaps of platforms coming in. Not that I need them all. I just put them on Overwatch